Have you ever caught yourself saying, "I'm sorry" for things that weren't your fault? Maybe someone bumped into you and you apologized. Maybe you asked a simple question and felt guilty for taking up someone's time. It seems polite on the surface, but for many people, the habit began long before adulthood. Imagine growing up in an environment where keeping the peace felt safer than expressing your real feelings. If anger, criticism, or rejection followed even small mistakes, your brain may have learned that apologizing quickly could reduce conflict. Over time, "I'm sorry" stopped being just a phrase. It became a survival strategy. Psychologists describe childhood as the period when we develop our core beliefs about ourselves and other people. When a child is frequently blamed, harshly criticized, or made to feel responsible for other people's emotions, they may start believing that everything is somehow their fault. Those beliefs don't simply disappear with age. They often follow us into adult life, quietly influencing everyday interactions. Think about someone who apologizes before sharing an opinion. They're not necessarily being polite. They may be protecting themselves from the possibility of rejection. Their mind has learned to expect disapproval before it even happens. This pattern can also appear in relationships. Some people apologize just to end disagreements, even when they've done nothing wrong. Others carry guilt for setting healthy boundaries because deep down they've learned that their own needs come second. While these habits may have once helped them feel emotionally safe, they can slowly weaken confidence, increase anxiety, and make authentic communication more difficult. The encouraging news is that learned patterns aren't permanent. The brain is remarkably adaptable. The first step is simply noticing when you're apologizing out of genuine responsibility versus fear. Instead of immediately saying, "I'm sorry," you might pause and ask yourself, "Did I actually do something wrong?" Sometimes the better response is, "Thank you for waiting," instead of "Sorry I'm late by a minute," or "I'd appreciate your help," instead of apologizing for asking. Small moments like these gradually teach your mind a different lesson. Your worth isn't measured by how little space you take up. You don't have to earn kindness by constantly accepting blame. Healing doesn't mean you'll never apologize again. It means your apologies become sincere choices instead of automatic reactions. As you build self-awareness, your voice becomes more confident, your boundaries become more healthy, and your relationships become more balanced. The next time you notice yourself saying, "I'm sorry," take a moment to ask where that impulse came from. The answer might reveal more about your past than your present, and recognizing that can be the beginning of real change. If this made you reflect on your own experiences, consider subscribing for more psychology-based insights that help you better understand yourself and the people around you.